Live.
Sweet.
Okay, turn the screen down so I can save some battery.
That might be handy, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. It says we are starting episode 83.
Oh, my bad. Let me go change that real quick.
Cool.
Sorry, people who are watching.
I don't know if the link just didn't refresh or something.
Yeah, I need to change that every single week.
Dun, 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 dun.
So 84 live stream.
Dun, 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 dun. Didn't seem like I got that Skype ring in my head now.
You got a Skype ring?
The ringing from Skype.
Oh. Okay, cool. I think we're good.
All right. Start with the green light.
Yep. I
Cool.
hope that updated. I don't know if it did or not.
We'll find out. Either way, you can always update that later, right?
Yep. Okay.
Actually, let me refresh right now. Yep, 84. We're good.
Okay. We do it live.
We did do it live.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to episode 84. This episode 2OC we talk about streaming for days, Disney and China prepare for space, and insert overused glass pun here. I'm Al Flores.
And I'm Anton Question.
Anton, how's your week been?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Today, I'm actually drinking aloe. You had aloe before, right?
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried it, but instantly my head went to aloe vera, and I can't get past that image.
You have an aloe vera tree in the back, right?
Not anymore. We got rid of them. We were kind of they're like aloe vera bushes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got rid of them. So
yeah. So, anyways, this past week, the only thing I was able to check out was glass, because people did say good things about it, but there was a couple things that people weren't too happy with, and we'll talk about that towards that.
Yeah, I was
at the
about
end of the show. Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying, like, you really could skip that to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to Knott's this past week, and they've definitely added a lot more things. But dude, the park needs to expand. They're just building on top of each other. It's ridiculous. We were there for probably 5-6 hours. But we only went on 4 rides. It was ridiculous, dude. I don't know if it was just because of the promotion they were doing at the time, or if that's just how Knott's is, but it was crazy packed. I'll let you guess. How long do you think the line was for Ghost Rider?
For Ghost Rider in the past, I remember seeing the line as long as probably 2 hours at the most. That's the most I've ever seen.
Try over 3 hours.
What? Why?
It was 190 minutes.
What was wrong with it? There has to be... No?
Nothing. It was just busy.
Wow.
Silver Bullet was like 120 minutes.
Dang, dude, that's like Disney World line queue.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous, dude. So I'm like, that's why we just went on a few rides. We kind of walked around, kind of just like see what was different. We went on like Jaguar, Montezuma's Revenge.
The classics.
This other ride that I haven't seen before. I think they replaced that ride that was like a kind of a Splash Mountain, I guess.
Oh yeah, the log ride.
Yeah, kind of like a log ride kind of thing. But I think they replaced this one. It's kind of it reminded me of Goofy Sky School, where you're just in a really small cart, 2x2,
Hmm.
and there's like no edges or anything like that, so you're just making really sharp turns quickly.
Hmm.
What was that one? I think we did one more, but we just did the stagecoach ride.
Hmm. I did hear that they are replacing the rapid ride because that was so old. So they had like a new layout and everything too.
Yeah, so that's probably what they did. It's so dense, dude. I felt really claustrophobic, and the layout is really confusing.
Hmm.
If it wasn't for the app, which by the way, their app is terrible, um, I would have been lost of where we were.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's worse than Disney.
Oh, definitely. They need to expand.
Hmm.
Trust me, I love Knott's. Knott's has a special place in my heart because Orange County kind of thing.
Hmm.
But they just need to drop the money and expand the park if they really want to add stuff in.
Hmm.
There was a point where we saw those like the support beams for Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
Um, they literally it went through one of the roofs of like a picnic area, and I was like joking with my friends like, make it fit however you can. Just if you need to knock down a wall, knock down a wall. Just make it fit.
It's kind of like the video game Roller Coaster Tycoon,
Yeah,
where just
yeah,
build like underground and into like barns and stuff.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just however you can.
Yeah.
If you need a little section and you need to take care of a little space, I just tapped my mic. You need to like uh, go through a picnic area. Do it. It's fine. It's like a random bar that like it turned a 4 seating like table
Uh-huh.
into easily a 3-seater. Like it took the spot of one of the seats.
That's so dangerous, though, dude.
No,
I
well,
mean, they built it
it's
down. Yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
still.
it's safe and secure. It's just awkward looking.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. One little heartbreaker for you, Anton.
What's up?
One of the classic Knott's things to do after Knott's is this very famous ice cream place, Farrell's.
Oh no, dude, they closed it.
They closed all of them except one in Buena Park, apparently. There was like 4 in Orange County, and now
Uh-huh.
all of them are closed except for one, and that's because that one's like a private owner.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I remember going there all the time. That was pretty much a staple of that area, like that shopping area at the very front of Knott's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I still remember that. Wow.
Yeah, that's what we got. Like, oh, let's go to Farrell's. Like, that's like the classic thing to do after Knott's, and we
Hmm.
went, and it was dark. There was like a note on the door, and that was it. There was nothing there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they need to do so much to bring the park back to life.
Yeah. And I think that it's just Buena Park is dropping so much money into, well, not dropping money, but they're trying to add so much stuff into a small area
Hmm.
when they could have easily just given some land, or not given land, but reserved some land for Knott's to purchase and expand.
Yeah, true. All right, dude. So, other than the depressing, well, not really
So,
depressing. I
okay.
mean, you enjoy the park a little bit, you know. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good little flashback.
Hmm.
Well, okay, fine. I'll end the update segment on a higher note.
Okay.
Um, Let me see here. I finally received Captain America versus Iron Man, the psychology behind them.
So it's an unofficial, but it's from the words of Stanley.
Yeah, it's a forward by Stanley, but it was
Hmm.
edited by Travis Langley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Um,
you started reading it, right?
I haven't had a chance.
Okay.
I've had a busy, stressful week.
Hmm.
But honestly, this shouldn't take me long. I was surprised by how small it was. It's probably like 170 pages.
Oh wow, that's a very short book.
Yeah, it's like
When you took a picture the other day, I thought it was a really big book.
I thought it was even more. I thought it was even more dense because if you've ever read the pop philosophy books,
Hmm.
or at least like seen them, they're about they're a little bit thicker than that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's such dense context.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to read it this week and give a full review next episode.
Okay. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
Oh, and just a little quick update too, since we're already at it, sharing all these things.
Yeah.
I already booked my tickets for my honeymoon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
About freaking time.
Yeah. So
when and where?
I towards the end of next month, actually next month. Yeah, and it's going to be in Japan. So you're going to see a lot of.
I hate you, you a-hole.
Yeah.
That's twice you've been to Japan, and I've not gone once yet.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are you kind of going to different parts of Japan? Or are you going to stay in one area?
I'm going to stay in one area because I only have 1 week. I mean, if I stayed like over 2 or 3 weeks, then I'll probably do like more of the south side and then the north side. But because I only have 1 week, I'm probably only going to do Tokyo. I would like to do Osaka because I heard there's the food scene has pretty much like blossomed there, and the people are a lot more humble and nice in Osaka. Not to say that Tokyo's not, but it's just that it's such a very fast-paced city, so everybody's minding their own business in Tokyo. So that's why I'd rather go to Osaka instead.
So I want sushi pictures.
Okay, you're gonna see a lot of that, of course.
But I'm also going to punch you because I'm gonna be jealous of all the sushi.
Of course.
So it's a give and take there. What do you want?
Yeah. So I booked it using the Sapphire Reserve card. I got those in the mail, I think yesterday. So I booked it right away. Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder you're looking at the credit card rewards and all that.
Yeah, I try to figure out which one's the best one to do it, and that card pretty much maximizes everything and gives you the top dollars that you can get for points.
Cool. No, that's not bad, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats. I'm happy you guys didn't wait another 2 years before your honeymoon.
Yeah. That's usually how we do it. But yeah.
Jeez. All right. Ready to get the show started finally?
Yep. Let's do it.
All right. Let's start with our first news story. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me introduce that. Let's move on to news. Now let's go with the first news
story. All right.
All right. Anton, China not only was the first to land a probe on the far side of the moon, they have now also become the first to grow plants on the moon.
No way.
Yes. So I don't know if you want to clip this picture, but I'll send it to you right now on the chat. Yeah, so they are. It looks like they're just they have like a little plant seed or plant bed on the probe, and they're using the sunlight to grow it and little water droplets to kind of water the plants. Let's see here. Actually, I sent it in Skype. I don't know if you wanted me to send it to Discord.
Yeah, I see it.
Cool. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if they said what type of plants. Oh, it says a cotton seed was brought to the moon by Chinese Chang'e 4 probe has sprouted. The latest test photos have shown marking the completion of humankind's first biological experiment on the moon.
So let me understand this. So they're doing this with no oxygen, or is it like in like a container or something?
I think it's in a container. I think it's still all housed inside the probe.
So it's like its own greenhouse.
Yeah, exactly. It's its own portable greenhouse, and it's using the sunlight to grow the plant. Like it's but so they're not growing it on the lunar surface, but they're growing it on the moon. If that makes sense. Yeah. This kind of reminds me of that scene from The Martian, where he starts saying, once you've successfully grown crops on a new land, you have successfully, what do you call it? Oh my God, what word was it? I guess claimed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know there's another word.
The botanists that...
colonized. There we go.
Colonized.
There you go. That's origin. I had a brain fart there for a second.
So, for the record, is he colonizing the moon? Well, it's
China?
not. Well, it's not a crop. Well, it is a crop actually. It's
It
cotton.
is a crop. It is a crop, but they're not growing it on the moon's surface.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Yeah.
So it
So I don't
doesn't
know.
count.
I don't think so.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's some space treaty saying that like nobody can own the moon.
Is there a space treaty? Oh yeah. There is.
There's several
Yeah.
space treaties. They're all kind of like honor system, but there are.
Mm.
All right, Anton. The other thing that's going on in the news right now is Galaxy's Edge is going to come sooner than, well, it's coming faster than we know it. So Disney is preparing by doing some infrastructure changes. They're going to be changing some minor things. So the curbs and Main Street, they're no longer going to be like sharp curves. They're going to be like little inclines.
Interesting. Okay.
So make it easier for foot traffic. I know, dude, when it gets packed and people start pushing, I could easily see somebody tripping on that. They're going to be closing some walking paths and opening others to make sure that all of the crowds going to Galaxy's Edge are able to kind of flow freely and there's no choke points. Aside from that, they're also going to be updating Sleeping Beauty's castle.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get a new roof.
Okay. It'll probably look the same, but yeah.
Yeah, and then I believe they got rid of the horse-drawn streetcar.
Okay.
Streetcar track.
So no more code H.
What's code H?
Horse poop.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always wondered that. They're pretty quick about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I honestly, I'm surprised that the streetcar track was still there. Like, there's been several times where like I would trip on it or be like, how does like somebody with a smaller foot not like twist their ankle in this?
Oh yeah, it's such a hazard. Yeah.
Yeah, especially like on rainy days and all that because it's metal and it's slippery. So yeah.
So since you got a little update there for Disneyland, we have Zootopia that's going to be expanding to the Shanghai Disneyland. There's a couple.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, there's a couple renditions. It looks pretty cool. It's like a metropolis.
Yeah, it looks pretty dope. It looks like they're trying to make it an entire different world, kind of like they did for Pandora.
Yeah.
At Animal Kingdom.
It kind of reminds me of the Zimbani map in Overwatch with.
Oh yeah.
With Lucio, yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, but besides Disney, Islands of Adventure at Universal Studios Orlando, they actually have the proposed Jurassic coaster, the layout and everything. It looks like it goes through two of the lands. Well, half of the second land because it's going to be going on the lake side too because Islands of Adventure has a little lake in the middle, so it's going to go through that area too. So it's going to look similar to the Hulk ride that they currently have. Yeah, but this is a nice coaster to have. There's really no details of what it's going to look like, but the track looks pretty crazy.
No, it's cool. Mm-hmm. I definitely want to go back to Universal. I fell in love with Harry Potter World.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Both sides.
Yep.
Definitely one thing I want to do.
Well, that's a good thing because since you're excited, there is a new ride. They got rid of the Dragon coasters to build a new coaster ride where you can ride through the story of Harry Potter.
Ooh.
Yeah. People have said that it's going to be called it has something to be related to Ministry of Magic. So there's track layouts that you can see already. You do see like a test vehicle in some videos that you can find online. But the details are very vague at this moment. They don't even have a name for it. So yeah, you could check that out. Very cool.
Yeah. All right, then. What's going on with Disney and Simpsons since we're talking about Disney?
Okay, so Disney, you know how they own Fox now?
Yes.
So I think they are talking, or there are some rumors saying that they might can Disney. They might can Simpsons.
I mean, I don't know if they'd be canning it because I think the last round of contracts for the voice actors of the main like the core group, um, it almost ended there because they almost weren't ready to pay that much money. So I think Disney coming in, seeing I mean, I love The Simpsons, don't get me wrong, but the amount of money they're getting paid for the ratings that they're getting, I don't see a big company like Disney justifying it.
Yeah, and I think the reason why they're trying to talk about this right now is because
Yeah.
I think they're trying to set a new deal with Simpsons. Because the FX deal is in place until 2023.
Hmm.
So they're still going to show Simpsons on FX. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's still early to say what's going to happen to it because
Well, well,
yeah.
if the deal ends in 2023, you're
Hmm.
gonna see these negotiations start happening as early as 2020.
Hmm.
So right now, I think they're kind of priming the pump, so to speak, to make sure that once the talks go underway, that everybody knows exactly what's at stake and what the consequences could be if they don't make a deal.
I think the thing that I would really appreciate is I know how there's so many different seasons of Simpsons.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
think
really
there's what season 29, 28,
yeah. And you can't really stream it anywhere. Like if you really wanted to see the whole
just
entire
FX.
series, yeah, you would have to buy the DVD or the Blu-ray
Yep,
sets to be able to watch all of them. So how
yep.
would you feel if they brought it to the Disney Plus side for the streaming service and not only stream new episodes on there, but the whole entire library?
I think it'd be very successful because that's how they kind of introduced FXX
Hmm.
was by doing that Simpsons every Simpsons ever marathon,
Hmm.
where for I think a month straight, nonstop, they just aired every single episode of The Simpsons from start to finish.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it lasted like 20 something days, like 28 days or whatever straight.
So
That's
they
how much
just kept
content they got.
going one episode to another.
Yep, it was a nonstop. So you could have popped on that channel
Oh
at 3 in the
gosh.
morning. You could have been like watching season because there's people there's a website that was started to kind of like show you when each episode was scheduled, and you can miss an entire season because it happened from 1 a.m. till 6 in the morning or whatever.
Hmm.
So yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's a thing. It's possible. It's a drawer, and they have enough
because
content.
in the early 2000s when they still had Win, well, they probably still have Winamp, but
Oh Jesus.
there was this link that you can go to where you can watch all of the Futurama episodes, and they kept going in order. And I think during that time they only had like probably about 80 episodes.
So they kept
So
cycling.
yeah, it kept cycling. So I really like that. And every time I come home from school or something, I'm just eating my dinner or whatever. I just pop that on and watch it. So I
Yeah,
really would
especially something like
appreciate for.
Futurama, which once you've seen the episodes,
Hmm.
you don't really worry about the story. You just care about like the jokes or the comedy.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
totally agree with that. So if they do have this as a streaming service, I would totally watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is definitely a lot of content. They're not gonna let that go.
Mhm.
Whether The Simpsons continues or not, that is a lot of investment they made in
Oh yeah.
almost 3 decades.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna see that. That's not gonna disappear.
Did they beat I Love Lucy? They did, right? Because I know I Love
Ooh,
Lucy has a lot of
I
episodes.
I think they are now the longest animated. Well, I think the longest like comedy, written scripted comedy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyways, I guess we're done with the news. So let's get into streaming.
All right. Even though we've been talking about streaming.
Mhm.
All right. Streaming news. You probably heard about this, Anton. Netflix late last week announced that they were going to be changing their prices, and Hulu earlier this week announced that they're going to be changing theirs too.
Hulu's going down though, right? in price?
It all depends. So, let's go with Hulu because that's gonna be the
Okay.
good news.
Yes.
Uh, in demand with ads, which one that I have, is dropping to $5.99. That's a $2 drop. No ads staying the same at $11.99.
Hmm.
I think the biggest change is going to be the Hulu with live TV. With ads, it went up to $44.99,
Hmm.
and with no ads, it went up $7 to $15.99.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it makes
So
sense because it's that's pretty much their bread and butter is live TV and getting those ads in.
I have a feeling that the live TV is negotiations with networks to stream their content.
Hmm.
Because it's always, I mean, that's the same fight that you've seen with cable companies and cable channels.
Hmm. True.
Is like, I almost blanked out on some of the brands, but uh, let's say Spectrum, it can't work out a deal with KTLA, so KTLA is no longer going to be available for
It's
Spectrum.
so stupid, dude. Like,
But it's stuff like that.
yeah.
It's stuff like that. So I'm sure that's what Hulu was dealing with the live TV thing. Is some
Mhm.
networks wanted more money, so they're raising the price up for the live TV part.
I struggled with that for a while too because I cut the cord. Well, not really cut the cord because I still have cable internet.
Basic though, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even though I didn't have any cable at all because the only thing I paid for was internet, so I wanted to try other services out there because they had Sling.
You wanted to be a streaming slut, all right?
Yeah. So I went with Sling. I tried it for about like a week or two, and it just didn't work because I wanted regular channels, and like when I felt like, oh, the award show's coming up.
Yeah.
How do I watch that? I can't really watch it with Sling, so I had to
So
cancel Sling.
did Roku pretty much kill Sling? Because I haven't heard about Sling in a long time.
Sling TV, yeah, it's an app. It's on your computer.
Yeah, no, I remember the Sling box. That's what I
Mhm.
remember.
Yeah. So, anyways, I canceled that and I tried the Hulu TV.
Yeah.
Same thing. You can't watch ABC. You can stream some of the shows, but then you can't watch
Yeah.
live television for ABC. So that didn't work out for me too. And I think they had the Oscars during that time. So I was like, how the hell do I watch the Oscars?
So
So
were you just on Twitter looking at the live announcements?
no, I actually ended up finding a live feed from some link or something, but it was slow.
Probably like a Periscope link or something.
Yeah, so it was really slow. But anyways, I had to cut that one too, the Hulu TV, and then I called up my cable provider and said, "Hey, do you have any streaming services?" And then they said, "Yeah, we do." And with their streaming services, you get the local channels too. So I ended up
Okay.
with that. That is only $20 extra every month compared to all the other ones that I paid for before. Was like
Yeah.
$10 or $15. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I will say that I think Hulu is slowly taking over my primary streaming service because Netflix is losing so many shows and so many like movies. And I get it; they have original content, but sometimes I kind of want the shows that are mainstream, like or shows that I've seen before that I want to rewatch or something. Like How
So
I Met Your Mother. I'm rewatching it on Hulu because it's not on Netflix anymore.
so this is how I think Netflix is going to be in the future. I think it's probably just going to be only their own original content
With
and
CBS.
probably with some CBS.
Yeah.
But also some movies too, but their own movies. They're not going to be having any of the movies that are in the movie theaters. Is what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
They are slowly building up their own original content library.
Yeah,
And
and
they are buying TV shows that are canceled by networks.
yeah,
They're picking them up. Like the one I was hooked on, Lone Survivor or
hmm
Designated Survivor, sorry. With Kiefer Sutherland. It got canceled by I believe CBS and it got picked up by Netflix.
yeah.
Season 3 is gonna be on Netflix now.
And it makes so much sense for them to do that because they're trying to protect their brand.
Yeah.
They're trying to future-proof their platform.
And I feel that Netflix and Hulu, and Amazon streaming, they kind of have a different perspective on content. They're not necessarily saying like, well, this show is not getting me X amount of viewers within a week of its release. They're seeing it as, okay, we can get X amount of viewers this month, and then this percentage for the rest of the time that we have it on there, because there's always gonna be somebody new popping in or somebody that just discovered the show later on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they have a different formula for how to calculate that. So I'll see it as a different risk.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's also DC Universe streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've talked about it before.
Yeah, it's available now, right? And then they got a couple of shows
now.
on it.
Yeah, the only drawback is that they don't have that much content right now. I think the biggest draw is that they have the 90s Batman animated series,
mm-hmm.
which my brother would love right there.
Mm-hmm.
My brother from Deep Dives and Rabbit Holes. But no, so the DC Universe streaming service has sent out a little infograph with 6 shows with release dates for each one for this year.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Titans, that's all available now. That's the first one that's been on there.
Mm-hmm.
Young Justice Outsiders, that's coming this month. If
mm-hmm.
not, it's already available.
Mm-hmm.
Doom Patrol coming out in February. Swamp Thing coming out in May. Stargirl coming out in August, and Harley Quinn coming out in October. So, I mean, they don't have a lot of launching titles, but they are definitely working their butts off to get some titles in there quick.
Yeah. And it makes sense for them to do that at this point because, I mean, for me, I would wait a little while just to sign up and watch those shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're pretty much wasting your money if you're paying for it now, not using it as much.
Right, because, I mean, that content's always going to be there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ideally, it's like the Batman animated series. That's always going to be there for you. So,
mm-hmm.
you know, it doesn't hurt for you to wait an extra month or so, unless you just have to see Titans right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I think they need to... I think they released this because Disney Plus is coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know exactly when, and that's going to be a crap load of content.
I have a feeling it's going to be this summer.
Probably late spring. Get those summer kids streaming. Also, let's see here. Well, I was gonna bring something else up, but I'll let you go into the trailer you sent me.
Okay, so there's this new series on Netflix. They released a trailer today. It is called The Umbrella Academy. This is
umbrella.
What's that?
Well, I know the word umbrella.
Okay.
Well, at least the thought that comes to mind originally.
Okay. So, is that? Okay. All right. I thought I went crazy for a second. I was saying, that's not the cast, but it is the cast. So there's a lot of people in this series. The person that I really liked that is in a lot of other shows is Robert Sheehan from Misfits. He's actually in this one. He's got a couple other roles that he was in a couple of movies, but some of them never really made it through. Like there was that movie, what was it? Immortals Instruments.
Oh, the Immortal Instruments, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a flop.
Yeah, he was in it, and it was a flop. I mean, I liked the movie. It wasn't too bad. But anyways.
I never read the books, so I was never really into it. That seems like a very like a teen girl kind of book.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, this is a show about a disbanded group of superheroes who reunited after their adopted father, who trained them to save the world, dies. So as soon as their dad dies, or their leader, it kind of reminds me of X-Men.
A lot of things kind of turn into X-Men after a while.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the father kind of resembles Dr. Xavier. And then they had this little school, which is the academy.
And I mean, I don't want to set you up for this, but I kind of we mentioned last episode that, well, either the last episode or 2 episodes ago, that Glass kind of gave me X-Men's First Class kind of feel to it. And I think maybe because what's his name is in it.
James McAvoy. I was gonna
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, look at the trailer. It looks pretty awesome, and I'm really happy that it's a series. So we're gonna get to see a lot of different stories being told in lengths instead of like a little short movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's good. I'm excited. So.
Oh, Ellen Page is in it.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. She's one of those, like, that's not hot, but she's really cute.
Yeah.
No, so I kind of mentioned last story or 2 stories ago that Netflix is losing me, but they did release Carmen Sandiego this week.
I know. I saw 5 minutes of it, and I'm already happy with what I'm seeing already.
Dude, it hooked me because I was like, I'm gonna watch 1 episode. I just want to see the animation.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of Gina Rodriguez. I just want to hear her voice. I got hooked.
Yeah.
They did some really good storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
The animation is very modern with, like, the kind of what Marvel's been doing with, like, the sharp corners, no real solid black lines.
Yeah, it's kind of like Paper Mario.
I'll take your word on that. You know what? It kind of reminded me of the pictures I've seen from, like, that new Iron Man animated show.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's like the suits really. I don't know.
No, this one's way better. I like this art style.
No, but yeah, it's definitely awesome. So I mentioned Carmen Sandiego is being voiced by Gina Rodriguez, who's also going to do the live action Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second there, I was like, wait, I thought she was supposed to be a live action one, but all right, I'll take this too. That's really cool.
She's doing both.
That's really cool.
And then Carmen Sandiego, and the thing is, I don't remember this from my childhood. I don't know if Carmen Sandiego was always a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or if she was always this way, but in this series, she's kind of like a Robin Hood. She's stealing from the thieves and kind of using the skills that she learned as a thief to steal stuff back and be the good guy. And she's being helped by, this is terrible, a kid hacker named Player.
Mm-hmm.
Did you look up who voiced him?
Oh, no, I did not.
Finn Wolfhard, the kid from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And It.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's a great cast, dude. I liked it. The lead detective for the case is kind of on my nerves, but I think he's meant to be like the dumb adult.
Yeah. The French guy?
Yeah. Chase. Also, the cheesy names. Chase Duveneau.
Uh-huh. So let me ask you this. Because I remember our childhood. I mean, we got the TV show, the action one, and then we also got the game show. And at the same time, we have the PC CD-ROM game. So, out of all 3 things, how do they tie together? Because all I remember was
this one. And you're right. I mainly remember the game, and I remember the game show and the PC game. That's the main thing I remember. But in this one, it is Carmen is an orphan that gets found by the secret organization villains called Vile, where they train perspectives into pickpocketing, breaking in, how to become a thief. And then the top percentage of those people become certified villains for the secret organization. So far, I'm like, okay. So far, Carmen Sandiego is just kind of just a name. And then she's being chased by the lead detective, Chase Duveneau, who is Interpol. Then you start, I think, the end of the 2nd episode, you see 2 mysterious figures in suits that are just observing. They're following. They know who she is, but they're just observing. They are secret agents. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know who they are. Those are the ones that usually played as the in the game show. You were one of those detectives I was chasing. I'm like, okay. And then they became they are agents of the Acme
Yeah, gumshoes.
agency. Yeah, exactly. They
Hmm.
said like so they recruit, and this is minor spoiler, but they recruit Chase Dubino, and it says you are no longer a gumshoe. You work for us now. I was like, ooh. And the person leading Acme, she said, "Call me Chief."
Oh, that's cool.
And it's a black woman, kind of
Uh-huh.
like the game show.
Yeah, I think she passed away a couple years after the show ended.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
No, but I really like the way they're. It's kind of like Voltron. They're kind of piecing together the show, the origin story
Hmm.
from what we did know,
Yeah.
and making it into a really good story. And I was hooked. I think there's only 10 episodes. Actually, no, 20 episodes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
But
That black lady kind of reminds me. I think she's like a female version of Samuel Jackson because she has that really
oh,
good
racist.
narrate. No, it's because she has that really good narrating voice. You know when
Yeah,
she starts like at the very beginning of every episode of that game show.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, so the first season is 10 episodes. It looks like they already have the second season in the works.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I can't wait, dude.
Hmm.
I'm hooked. I give the. Do we rate shows? We don't rate
No,
shows.
we don't rate shows. Just thumbs
I
up
just
and thumbs
recommend that you
down.
check it out.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna watch that tonight before I go to sleep. So,
Yeah,
and
dude.
I'm not gonna binge it. I'll watch like one episode, and then
And
another. Yeah.
finish the first two. The first two are two parters.
Hmm. Yeah.
So just finish it. So at least finish her origin story.
Hmm.
All right, all right, Anton. Let's move on to your segment.
Okay. It's kind of like a random segment that I like to throw in once in a while. A little curveball. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know if we ever talked about this, but do you have a favorite soda pop? What are we calling it? Soda pop.
So to pop.
Yeah. What is your go-to soda when you go to like KFC? Because I know KFC is like um,
Wait,
Pepsi only.
Coke Zero.
Well, you
Oh
don't
well,
have
okay.
choice. Yeah, I'm trying to throw
Yeah,
a
no, sorry,
curveball, like
you threw me off. You threw me off. You threw me off that way. You ruined my setup. All
Yeah.
right. Way to chop off my legs there, Anton.
Yeah, because I know that
Um,
was the weirdest one, where every time I go there, I'm like, I'm not used to this. It's all Pepsi products.
the Pepsi ones do throw me off.
Hmm.
No, I mean I've grown accustomed to Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke,
Hmm.
given the choice, and I love like Jack in the Box that has the Jack in the Box AMC that have the giant Coke machine. They can like has like every flavor Coke has,
Oh,
and you
the
can add
freestyle.
the freestyle. There we go.
Hmm.
Because I know I'm gonna get my Coke Zero with a little bit of cherry.
Hmm.
Um, no, but yeah, generally Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, I'm fine with.
Hmm.
My favorite is Coke Zero.
Coke
That's
Zero.
one of my go-to if available Coke Zero.
Okay. Besides that, do you prefer? Okay, this is more of like a sparkling water discussion. Do you prefer Perrier or do you prefer Saint Pellegrino?
Ooh, I think I'll
To me,
Perrier.
yeah, to me, I like Perrier so much better because it has a really clean taste.
Yeah, yeah.
Saint Pellegrino has that like mineral
Made after.
taste. Yeah, that
Yeah.
mineral. Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, I if you didn't have a choice and you had to drink Saint Pellegrino, that's fine. But yeah, I still prefer Perrier
Oh, hold on,
much
time
better.
out. Do you drink it the plain one, or do you get the ones with the little lemon or lime? Flavor?
Uh, okay, truthfully, the only flavors I would like for Perrier, with Perrier, is lemon or lemon lime.
I don't. The thing is, the lemon lime flavoring throws me off so much. It tastes so artificial to me. I
Hmm.
usually just drink it. I usually just drink the original flavor.
Yeah, I prefer the original flavor.
Oh, original flavor, flavorless.
Yeah. So, I think the reason why is I think there's more carbonation in the original one.
Mm, I don't know about that, but either way, I can't get. It's definitely the lime I can't get past because it's so bitter.
Uh-huh.
It literally tastes like I'm licking the outside of a lime.
There's
Like,
this Mexican sparkling water. That was called. It's like a yellow wrapper around, and it's a picture of one of the um, village people doing something like scooping
Inside?
water. Ah,
Village.
it starts with a T. I can't remember what it is, but then that I would prefer that over Perrier because
Mm,
dude, the carbonation on it is super intense. I don't think I've ever had anything like that before. And when you first open it, it just goes regular, psst, but then once you start drinking it, you start burping right away because there's so much carbonation in it. Um, I'll try
Topo
to.
Chico?
Is it? It's a yellow wrapper, right?
Yeah, TOPOCHICO.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Topo?
yeah.
Is it that one?
Yes,
I've seen it. I've never tried it myself.
dude, you gotta try it. It's crazy. The carbonation is insane on that.
They're trying to mask the flavor.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't know if this is owned by the same company that makes Jarritos, which actually might be a Coca-Cola brand,
Uh huh.
but I rarely see Topo Chico,
Yeah,
and I think it's kind of the whole Pepsi Coke distribution.
I see a lot of that here. Yeah, it happened one time. I was going on a road trip for work and
Hmm.
stopped by a gas station. Went inside. I was like, Perrier, and then I was like, ooh, what's this? And then I just popped it open, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Burping like crazy.
Yeah.
No, one of my favorite ones, and again, we'll go back to the classic soda.
Hmm.
Uh, if you've ever seen these little bottles of what are they called? It's sangria. Actually, let me see if I can find it here. Oh, sangria señoral, and it's pretty much grape soda. It's Mexican grape soda.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, just type in sangria Mexican. Sounds terrible, and it should pop up. Yep, the
Oh,
soda. It's like a
okay,
little.
yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's grape soda, dude. It's delicious. I always drank that as a kid. I never knew what sangria was,
Uh huh.
but I was hooked on it. And every now and I still taste it. It tastes way too sweet than what I remember, but still good.
Uh, a lot of people mix it with stuff though, right?
Uh
Because I mean, looking at the pictures, I see some people mix it with
oh, no, no, no.
like fruit juices.
No, 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 that's traditional. So sangria is red wine with fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the fruit kind of blend in with the red wine and sweeten it up a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
So sangria señoral is kind of like a mix. It's a play on that. Like it's like, oh,
Okay.
it's grape soda. It's wine for kids or grape
Okay,
or wine sangria. Like,
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, trust me. As a kid, I thought I was drinking wine.
Yeah. Fancy. It's kind of like
Yeah,
when you're a kid, you're drinking root beer.
yeah. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm drinking beer. Oh,
yeah.
same thing.
Hey, so I have a really distinct memory of drinking uh, Slice back in the day, and they had multiple flavors. It was in a black can. I don't know if you remember it, but then they would have grape soda. They would have the orange soda. They also have a lemon lime version of Slice too, and I think it was a cheaper version of all of the flavored sodas. But so far, I think they only saved the orange Slice soda. Um,
Oh yeah, I just googled slice soda, and yeah, I see a Doctor Slice. So it is like a knockoff brand.
yeah,
The orange slice, which kind of like the orange crush or orange soda kind of thing.
yeah.
Grape slice. Uh,
Pineapple
the
Slice.
the lemon slice is its complete ripoff of the Sprite logo. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Dude, I actually grew on that flavor in the 90s.
Mm,
Yeah, I guess it was a cheaper version of all of the other things
yeah,
that we usually drink.
yeah. I never knew. You're right. I did see the brand, but I never saw it as a knockoff. I just saw it like its own brand.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right, Anton. Wait. So before we move on, what's your favorite soda?
My favorite soda would have to be. I always have to go back to Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the thing that
It's
really
23 flavors in one.
yeah, I don't even. I think that's just a number, dude. But anyways, I for a longest time I didn't even know that they actually had a flavor profile name for the
Mhm.
Dr Pepper. Spicy cherry cola. Spicy cherry. Yeah, spicy cherry.
Hmm. Okay.
Did you know that?
Uh, yeah, you're right. I think they have it on the actual logo, right?
On the can? Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's very vaguely, and you'll miss it every single time you look at the can.
No, yeah, because they're supposed to call out what type of flavor it is.
Spicy cherry
Uh,
flavored.
Let me see if I can see it here. Nope, I can't see it on there. The can is too shiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they do have the description on there. All right. Let's move on to our last segment, Anton. Movies.
All right, movies.
All right, so we'll start off with the classic, uh, top 5 movies of the weekend. We joked that, if Brawley was going to beat, um, whoop, hold on. If Brawley was going to beat Glass, and it actually did surprisingly better than I thought.
Okay.
So number one, we have Glass with 52.4 million.
hmm
Number two, The Upside with 49.7 million. Number three, Dragon Ball Super Brawly with 24.4 million.
Wow.
Beating
Really?
beating number four, Aquaman, who's now on its 34th day at 308.5 million.
Dude, that's
And number
crazy.
five, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse at
Uh-huh.
162.3 million on his 41st
Dude, that
day.
totally blows my mind. Like,
I thought it was gonna be like a small select theaters. They're gonna make a couple thousand, but
uh-huh.
not millions.
Wow. I'm guessing the Dragon Ball scene is still as big as the 90s and the early 2000s.
So my girlfriend's brother is really into Dragon Ball,
hmm
and he has been excited about this movie.
How old is he?
Um, oh, he's like uh, I would say 34,
Holy
33.
crap. And yeah, I guess the fan base is still there.
Yeah, so he's like, I mean, he's in that Dragon Ball Z like sweet zone. Like he was
Yeah.
like in his prime when Dragon Ball Z was out. Uh, so yeah, so he was like excited for this dude. So I'm like, I was like, okay, that's a nice little gauge to see
hmm
how good this movie's gonna be.
Yeah. I know Carlos is a big fan back in the days. He couldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I joked, but I'm like, holy crap, they number three for the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, and granted, there's not much competition right now in the box office.
No. But still, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it's impressive.
I don't think Ponyo would made that much money, and Princess Mononoke and all those other Studio Ghibli.
The funny thing is that I do see like I don't know if it's Century or AMC or both, but they do. I think it was AMC. AMC was doing kind of like a um, anime weeks or anime
hmm
days.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, for like a month, every Wednesday or whatever, it'd be a new classic anime. So like you'd have like Kiki's Delivery Service, Ponyo, and stuff like that, like the different ones every week.
hmm
That's nice. I wish I took advantage of that.
Yeah. So other than that, were you able to see Glass this past week?
I didn't,
Okay.
and I did have the opportunity. I'm just honestly not motivated. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I know I'm in the right demographic for that movie.
hmm
And if I'm kind of lacking motivation to go see it, I'm sure that's probably the reason why it's not making insane amount of money right now.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my quick non-spoiler review for this.
Okay.
I loved it. I loved it
Spoiler.
so much. The first 20 minutes of the movie, comparing it to the first movie, Unbreakable, there's a lot more action, and this is what I really wanted from the Unbreakable movie is to have more action, because every time you would see the uh, what's the name that they gave him? The Foreseer? or
Who? Glass?
no, no, David Dunn's character,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Bruce Willis's character.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's called the Foreseer or something. Anyways, so
Oh, that's right. Because he when he touched people, right, he could see the danger they're going to be in.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. I knew he was super strong, but I forgot what his power was.
Yeah, because in the first movie, you would see him like use his powers, but like you would see like weird camera angles, like where you don't really see it.
Yeah, yeah, like you're too close to really know what's going on,
or it's too wide and you don't even see him. Like you just
Yeah.
see him throw somebody, and you just
Yeah.
see them hit the wall, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You actually get to see a little bit of action in this one, which I really appreciated, and I think that's why I liked it so much for the first half of the movie. But the ending, I don't want to tell you much about the ending, but that was the only part that made me go, okay, this movie is okay.
Did he M Night it up?
Yeah, he M Night Shyamalan Ding Dong did. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah, but
It's almost similar to my review of 2036 Origin Unknown. Like, just make the ending, leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
yes. But I guess the reason why he did it is because this is the third one in the trilogy, and I think he's trying to open it more for something in the future. But but no, it's not like a cliffhanger or anything.
I know, but he needs to set up closure.
Oh, it is a closure.
Okay.
It is a closure. Like, this is done.
Okay.
And I think that's the reason why a lot of people didn't really like it, because they wanted more, I guess. But I mean, who knows? There's going to be like a spin-off or something, an in-between story, stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the runtime is 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Did it feel that long?
Oh yeah, it was a long movie. A lot of talking. I think Julie, my wife, really enjoyed it, only to a certain extent, because she's like, "Oh, that's kind of retarded."
Does she remember the first one?
She did. She actually didn't see.
Okay, I think
the
that's
other
my concern is. I think that's my concern is, like, if you only saw Split or if you only saw this one, how lost would you be?
I guess she followed along pretty well, but
she didn't ask any questions.
We did see Unbreakable together, but I don't think she saw
Split.
Split.
Remember it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So she did miss a piece, but not a piece of the broken glass.
Yeah. Oh, Samuel Jackson, great as always. James McAvoy, dude, this guy needs an Oscar for this role.
He's so good, right?
He's so damn good, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's almost like what's his name? The guy from 500 Days of Summer. Blanking on his name.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, yeah, like same thing. Like, he's kind of like a chameleon with, like, when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, dude, James McAvoy, just his accents, his demeanor, his mannerism, it all changes. He's really good, dude.
Yeah, people, like, every time there's a scene with him, people in the audience would like laugh because he switches all the time, and it's so different, and he's so good at it. That's why people are laughing. He's so
good, like when he plays like the old, like, I guess like the mom or like the old lady kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
And when I saw it in Split, I was like, holy crap! It's like, I know it's him. It's just a muscular dude in this really tight dress, but like, he sells it so well.
Yeah, and it's funny because everybody likes the 9-year-old boy character.
Oh yeah. I forgot what his name was, like Tommy or something like that. So.
Yeah. So.
No.
Yeah, I think you would like it, but I would like to hear what you would think about it once you get to the ending and everything.
Yeah, I'll see. Because I mean, I might check it out. Because just looking at the remaining lineup for this month, there is nothing really I want to see up until February 1st when Miss Bala comes out. with Gina Rodriguez, my girl.
Hmm. Carmen,
uh, Carmen San Diego, yeah.
or you can call her Red.
Jane the Virgin. Oh yeah. So, but yeah, I think we're in a movie drought until February.
Yeah.
So I might end up watching Split.
Hmm.
All right, Anton. Let's see here. Is that everything?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, 1 out of 5.
Oh, I'd give it a 3 because it's a little mixed for me. So it's a 3.
Solid 3.
Yeah, solid 3.
All right. All right, Anton. If people want to give us a solid 5, how can they show support? How can they support us?
They can support us by going to www.the2oc.com and maybe purchase a sticker, a T-shirt, and maybe click on any of our Amazon banners to give us a little kickback when something's purchased.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you can also follow us on social media at The2OC on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Or you can send us an email to mail@the2oc.com. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite podcast listening app and give us a thumbs up, 5 stars, whatever the rating system is on that app. There you go, Anton. Also, one thing I have not been mentioning because I kind of assumed that if you're watching this, you already know, but follow us on YouTube, The2OC. Look for us. We always live stream our recordings of this, even though the audio is a lot more cleaner and nicely packaged episode. It's you can participate, you can chat with us, you can give us your thoughts as we're reviewing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So follow us on YouTube also.
Yep. Usually every Thursdays.
Every Thursday
night. Yeah, Thursday night. No specific time.
Yeah. I do post on Twitter our link for the live stream, so if you're following us on Twitter, you should get notification on that too. And then when you're on YouTube, ring that bell and you'll get notification that way too. That way you never miss it. No
ding,
excuses.
Ding,
ding.
Ding.
All right, Anton. Anything else?
Nope. I think that's it. That's wrap. That's a wrap.
All right. It's past midnight for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right. For the 2OC, I'm Al Flores.
And I'm Anton Question.
See you guys.
Later.